Hi, so it's Memorial Day weekend, so I've been off for a few days now, and I have tomorrow off too. I wasn't exactly sure what to talk about entirely for this video, but I think that I'll start off with that on Monday, I did end up having to miss that day of work because I was having a really bad flare up of IBS or whatever it is, since, that's like the blanket diagnosis they gave me. Um, I was having major GI issues, and just, there was no way I could have made it through the day. I had spent like at least an hour dealing with it before work, and even though like I went in and told them about it, and they were kind enough to kind enough and understanding enough to let me have the day, I went home afterward and I spent another significant amount of time dealing with it there. So there's no way I could have made it through the whole day and to the appointment that I had afterward that day with my therapist, which I did end up going to still. I just can't like miss it. They don't do the video stuff anymore, as far as I know, or at least it didn't work out the last time I tried to switch to a video appointment. Um, the appointment went well, I think. Especially because aside from the issues I was having, I've been in like I would say like a better mental place for the most part, at least most of the time or most days. And I think that's because I did start taking the ashwagandha again, which is kind of like a natural antidepressant, similar to like SSRIs. It has like a similar effect, but I haven't experienced the anhedonia from it like I did with my last time that I was on SSRIs. Uh, yeah, it was a better appointment overall because I wasn't in such a bad place, but at the same time, I just kind of still haven't been able to shake the feeling of how I'm gonna miss my therapist. She's really wonderful, and from right when I had like started seeing her the first time or the first few times, I felt like I had gotten really lucky, and it's really difficult for me to have to like say goodbye in a way. I I just have a hard time with that in general. I think the last time I maybe talked about something like that was when the principal at the school I work with left this year. I think I may have talked about that. That was hard for me. I definitely cried over that. And unfortunately for me, too, even after that appointment, I came home and I had a letter in the mail from my personal care provider, doctor, saying that she's leaving the practice there, and she'll be leaving like a bit sooner than when my therapist is leaving. And that did have like a really like strong like impact on how I was feeling that day, because I'm still trying to process things with like losing my therapist and then hearing that I'm losing my doctor too, who was also really amazing, and I felt really lucky to have her. She always made me feel cared about, and like I guess it just always felt like really personal because she like remembered things, and was like telling me like how like far I had come compared to where I used to be when she first started seeing me and so on. And to me, that just really says a lot because doctors, they work with a lot of people, and I think just like I think that I don't know, it feels like they cared, you know, and I mean I feel like there's like this ideology, I guess, that you should expect that, but even if it's like what's expected of a doctor, I'm still grateful for it. And I don't like necessarily expect that because everybody's different, and it is like a job after all, which I think seems really difficult. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of like struggling to express myself, but it's hard to hear that I'm losing both of them, especially in such a short span of time. But I am like happy for them too that they're moving on to like better things, or I don't exactly know the situation with my doctor. Uh, Maybe it's just like personal life things. I think she's had some kids recently, and maybe it's made it difficult for her to balance like both. I don't know the entirety of it. But regardless, I hope that they're like both going on to something better. I just felt very afraid about where things are going to go for me because I can't imagine like them being replaced. They were exceptional. And like I said, I felt very lucky. So I've been really in my head about that stuff, and I'm trying not to think about it too much because I get upset. So I guess other than that, I'm gonna try to like talk about something else. Like I think I had a pretty good week overall at work, except for the last day. I think it was on Thursday or whatever. I had been just like experimenting with things. Like I mentioned how I had gotten the Olaplex to try, and I've definitely noticed an improvement. I didn't get to use it today, unfortunately. I've just been a bit too busy, so I didn't have the extra time to do the like weird process of having to like wash my hair and then put it in and then leave it in for like 30 minutes or so and then get back in the shower and wash my hair again. Everything. It's a little bit of a pain to use, but I think it's worth it. I just didn't feel like it. I had like the time for it today. Maybe I'll do it another day this week. Otherwise, I'll wait until next weekend and do it. But because I've been like experimenting with things like that, I thought that maybe I was like overwashing my hair because I did one day just use water, and I felt like it had looked less frizzy, like it looked better or whatever. So I decided to do that 2 days in a row, and that was a mistake because my hair looked really greasy after it dried, and I had to work the whole day like that, and I was really uncomfortable, and it made me kind of miserable because I worried about what everyone was like thinking of me and everything, and it made me just want to get out of there. Thankfully, I got through it, and I learned not to do that, I guess. But yeah, it was worth a try. I don't know. I guess that shows how badly like I want to like fix the things that I feel like I need to fix or whatever about me. Like I'm willing to try whatever as long as it's not going to hurt somebody else. Uh, Hopefully not hurt me either. But I mean, I guess I like hurt myself a little by doing that, like mentally, at least for that day, by like making myself uncomfortable. But yeah, definitely not the goal to feel that way. Um, I think that there was like something else I wanted to mention too, but I can't remember what it was. I was like just thinking about like things that I'm gonna say when I record this earlier, and I can't remember. Um, I think just like I don't know. I don't want to go back to the other stuff, though. I did recall something that's like kind of in a similar sort of sense. I guess I've just really been enjoying having the past few days off. It's like I feel like I kind of need that sort of thing. I didn't sleep well the past couple days. I slept well last night, thankfully. So that the 2 days before that, I didn't sleep well. But it's nice to just kind of be able to relax a bit. Um, and it does make me look forward to summer a bit, even if like I'm worried about my income and everything. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I know I need to work and everything, but I kind of wish I could do something from home at least because as much as I love everybody that I work with, I have really wonderful coworkers. It's tough to put myself out there socially all the time. But yeah, I really appreciate anybody that's watched this, and I wish you the best. Please take care. Bye.